Yo, hello, hola, hola, amigos and amigas. How are you? Happy Friday night, going into Saturday night. Hope everything's going dandy for you guys. What is up? This is live with Gres. Please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. It means a lot. Hit the notification bell. It gives you an idea as to when I'm uploading, when I'm posting videos. Usually post 2 times a week, do a live stream every once in a while. Looking to again, I'm gonna roll out here some new content, new things coming on this channel. What is going on, guys? Hope you're all doing well. A couple of things I want to get into. First and foremost, what are we? Day gazillion into wearing a mask. Hold that thought for 1 second, guys. Hold that thought. Hmm? Yes.
There were helicopters, and you could see police cars blocking off the lake road down around Bend.
Here we are. What's going on, guys? So here we are, day gazillion and 5 into wearing a mask, right? Jeez, when will it ever end? It's got to be an end in sight, and I think we're definitely getting there with. I think we're definitely getting there with the vaccines that are coming. We'll get there. We'll get there. You gotta remain positive, right? Keep positive thoughts, positive vibes, and good things will come. I'm sure of that. I'm sure of that, and just crossing my fingers for good things to happen where we could go back to some type of normalcy. Whether you believe in the vaccine or not, that's another discussion. I do think, though, you're gonna need the vaccine if you're, my thought, my opinion. You're gonna definitely, I think, need the vaccine if you want to go out to eventually, if you want to go out to concerts or public settings. I think that's definitely going to become a thing. Um, you watch like YouTube videos and YouTube clips. Like I was watching a YouTube video of like a concert, right? Concert that happened 2 years ago, and there was a crowd there 2 years ago. You're like, wow, that was a thing 2 years ago. It looked strange. It almost seemed like it was so unnormal because it's even though we just approached this past This past week, we just approached a year since the COVID outbreak happened. Can you believe that? A year. Man, I remember when people were saying that this would be like 90 days, or at least over here, 90 days, or flattening the curve, and then things would be back to normal. And they really haven't gotten back to normal yet. I think we're getting there again. All that being said, all things being said, and all things being considered here, we've been doing, guys and girls, we've been doing this for a year already. Can we please get on our mask game? Meaning, whenever you go out in public, can we be creative with our masks and not wear the standard black or blue paper mask? At first, I've seen a trend, I've seen a wave kind of happening here. At first, I seen the standard blue, um, the standard blue paper masks, right? The ones that people are initially were using for one use because they really are to be used for one use, but people have now been kind of being careless and started using them multiple times. Like three or four or five, six, seven. It's the customary mask now that everyone, it's the mask that no one never throws away anymore. And it started at a blue, and it's also incorporated the black mask as well. So before, people, they are technically one-use masks. People just keep them. So initially, when all of this started, you guys remember where it was the one mask, one use, and people would just discard them, throw them on the sidewalk, on the street. A sea of blue masks everywhere that you turn around. And then, and you couldn't get the masks. The mask would disappear, but you're trying to find the masks. And there was not a surplus of the masks. So it was a mask shortage. So that was a thing. And then people started getting the black masks, right? Which, black paper mask, okay, added on to the blue paper mask. And then people started getting creative. They started getting masks that were not paper, that were out of material. That was like in the middle of like the thing of all of this. And now people have started going back. Now those material masks, or the cloth masks, are no longer around. You don't see them that much. And people have now went back to the standard blue paper masks. Guys, girls, we've been wearing masks now for, well, about a year. Can we please, and I'm tired, I'm tired of wearing masks, tired of other people wearing masks. We don't see each other's faces anymore. I want to see people's yellow teeth. I'm begging for it. I want to see people's silly mustaches. I want to see people's boogers from their nose. I miss that stuff. I miss it. But if we're going to wear masks, can we at least, at this point, be creative with our masks? Can we write some creative sayings on our masks? Can we have a funny picture on our mask? Something. I'm begging you. I know we could do better. Let's get creative with our masks. Please, let's have some personality. Let's make things interesting. I'm tired of wearing masks. I'm tired. Your whole mouth like starts to dry up wearing the mask. I hate it. But it's good in another way when it's extremely cold outside. The mask kind of protects you from getting sick from all the little cold air running around, the cold little chills. I hate the masks. Hate the mask. Please, people, let's be creative while we all have to wear the masks. We could do it. We could do it. Happy birthday, Betty White. Also celebrated a birthday. I believe it was last week. Didn't get a chance to wanted to give a birthday wishes to Betty White. 99 years old. Is she 99? Let's see. 99. Let's see. How old is Betty White? 99 years old. On January 17th, turned 99 years old. Wow. And she celebrated her birthday, if I remember correctly, by she was going to celebrate by eating hot dogs and French fries. Was that what it was? Hot dogs and French fries. There we go. That is living your best life. Living your best life. Still Betty White. Still, I think she recently, obviously, you know her from Golden Girls fame, but also still, it's like even more recently. I believe the show was Always Hot in Philadelphia. No, Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Always Hot in Philadelphia. Always Sunny in Philadelphia. 99 years old. Wow. That is like one of the people like that you just want to sit down and have a whole conversation with. One of the most fascinating people I am sure to speak to. Now remember her, from Golden Girls. And Golden Girls, I've said it before, Golden Girls, my top five as far as all time TV shows. I have Married with Children, no particular order. Married with Children, Golden Girls, Alf, Perfect Strangers, All in the Family. That show had many dynamics, and it worked. It worked. Um, the dynamic that really impressed me, that I was really that, and it doesn't. I think it's underrated. Um, Not given as much credit as it should, but the tandem or the duo of Dorothy and Stan, um, that worked. That was a dynamic duel, right? You had Stan Pornork, Stan, sorry, Stan's Pornak, famous tagline. You remember him? I think he was in about 30 episodes or so. Hi, Dorothy, it's me, Stan. as he as he would walk through the door, and he would be door would be closed on him by Dorothy just slamming the door on him. Um, it was a good dynamic, like, and you like I don't know, like Stan for what he was. Just looking at that character, Stan, right? For what he was, cheated on Dorothy. On Dorothy, the only good thing in his life was Dorothy, and he messed that up, right? Completely blew that up. And then, he went on and married, I think, two other people, and that disintegrated. So the only good thing that he had in his life, the one constant, and that was for a long period of time, because everything else that he would have stand for his never really lasted. His jobs, his never get rich schemes never lasted. Relationships never lasted. One constant that he had was Dorothy, and he messed that up. And what he did, he cheated on Dorothy, and it was a horrible thing. But I don't know how the way he portrayed that character, it's like you should hate him, but you didn't. You kind of felt sorry for him in a way, and you kind of almost felt like, it's Stan. It's Stan. He just messed up. He's being silly. Like, you never really hated the character, and I think Dorothy and Stan played into that well. Like, it was almost kind of developed as time was going on, where you almost thought that they would get back together again. I would probably tell you, I'd probably venture to say, at least for me anyway, that was that type of relationship or that type of storyline between Dorothy and Stan, where you thought that they would get back together again, kind of like the way you thought that Winnie and Kevin would get back together again. At least for me anyway, because it was going down that road, and you thought that they would get back together again, and it's a little bit different dynamic because Kevin and Winnie were together, and that you thought they would get married, but there were a couple of instances in that storyline between Dorothy and Stan where it seemed like that the tide was changing for poor Stan, and then he would eventually get back the one thing that always worked for him. When the Golden Girls ended, even though Dorothy and Stan never got back together again, uh, and especially Sophia, who hated him, right? Who hated Stan. At the end of that, at the end towards the last episodes there, you could tell that Sophia kind of changed her mind and almost forgave Stan, almost started liking Stan again. Maybe not liking, maybe feeling sorry for Stan or tolerating Stan. Funny thing, remember that after the Golden Girls finished, there was a spin-off called The Golden Palace. And Stan was on there for um, one episode, and that episode it was heartbreaking in the sense that on the Golden Palace, after, if you follow the storyline, after Sophia finally had, kind of accepted him as, albeit uh, accepted him, tolerated him, kind of had a fondness or a liking to Stan. Stan was doing something in that episode, and that was the only time he appeared on that short series. And he was committing, like he was having some type of tax problems, or he was committing some type of tax fraud. And Sophia got a wind of it, and she's like, "Stan, don't do it. If you do it, you're dead to me." And he wound up doing it. Now the details are a little bit blurry to me. Wound up doing it, and like jutting or trying to hide out in Costa Rica. And then Sophia's like, "Yeah, Stan is gone. He's gone. He's dead to me." It was a very sad scene how it ended. Now I know probably, um, if you piece together how the story went from Golden Girls to Golden Palace, maybe they didn't want, maybe the intention of portraying Stan in Golden Palace was different than Golden Girls, how they intended to do it. But if you connect the dots, it was a very um, very sad story. Very sad story. I gotta give McDonald's props. Props to McDonald's for just being recently, last 2 weeks, being on top of their game. I don't know if you could see this. This is the Happy Meal toy. This is Monopoly. It's like a Monopoly board game. The week prior, they had Hungry Hungry Hippos, like legit Hungry Hungry Hippos, the board game. They have been on point with their Happy Meal toys the last 2 weeks. Impressive. More often than not, like, and I think that they're the only ones really that still do it. Still, as far as decent toys, I don't think does Burger King or even Wendy's do that anymore. Do you even get toys in cereal boxes anymore? I don't think that's even like a thing nowadays. So kudos to McDonald's stepping up their Happy Meal toys the last 2 weeks. Speaking of trending here, how about this? It's just staying on the topic of McDonald's. McDonald's is offering 25-cent cheeseburgers to those who order through the chain's app. Goes, if you don't have the McDonald's app, you're going to want to download it immediately. The fast food chain is running a promotion that features throwback pricing on select menu items every Thursday for about the next month. So Thursday for the next month. Yes, that's right. Today is Thursday. And the stellar deal of the day is 25 cents per cheeseburger. That's phenomenal. To get the deal, you have to order a cheeseburger through the app and buy another item that costs at least $1. That task should be relatively easy, right? You will at least need fries or a drink to round out the meal. Maybe you could treat yourself to a McFlurry or even a second cheeseburger. Maybe you want to go to a healthier route and order apple slices. The options are plenty. It's between you and your stomach. The McDonald's throwback deals are slated through February 18th. Mark your calendar for every Thursday until then. If you want to get in on these upcoming deals, January 28th, you heard it here first on Hang Live with Gres. You get a small shake for 25 cents. Snag an apple pie for 20 cents, February 4th. February 11th, large fries for 35 cents. McDonald's now. Large fries for 35 cents. That is a deal sneaker. That is a deal. That's a deal that will definitely get you stiff and moist. Either or both. February 18th, you're going to enjoy a cheeseburger again for 25 cents. Here's the thing though. Beware. I'll tell you a secret. There's the Burger King app there, which has certain priced items for like, I think it was like for a buck. No. Yeah, certain priced items for like $1 on the dollar menu. You order through the app. So we've been through 2 chains and it has not worked. Where they're like, oh, well, you don't have these prices. Even though it's on the app, you say you have the app, you go into a certain store. We've been to 2 Burger Kings so far. And they do not want to order their prices that are on their app. How insane is that? It's on their app. And they're like, oh, well, it only rings up on our computers, on our systems differently. And they refuse to acknowledge the app price. That is downright grimy and very disappointing. Speaking of which, something that will leave you to think about as far as fries. Top fries. Best fries ranked. Here we go. And I welcome what you think. You can write that in the comment section down below. Nathan's fries. The best fries out there. McDonald's fries. Especially if you get the soggy fry every once in a while. Wendy's fries. Followed by Burger King. And I'll be honest with you, if you're getting Burger King, you're not going there for the fries, you're probably going there for the onion rings. That's right, the onion rings. Go to Burger King for the onion rings, not the fries. As we round up the week here and leave you off with a little positive, a little funny thing. You had, now this is not a political channel, but we do talk about pop culture. Can we talk about the memes for Bernie Sanders memes? Can we please talk about some of those memes? Sometimes the internet is cruel, but sometimes the internet is funny. We do have the Bernie memes. You know, with wearing his mask and gloves, which has found its way onto various iconic pictures. Does this meme go? And it's been definitely making the rounds Huh. Where do we begin? They're plentiful. Let's see. How about the one? There's a picture that goes around where he is. In the booth. Remember the Muppet characters in the booth in the balcony there with the two old guys. So you have that meme where he's replacing one of the old guys there. I know my description my description my description stinks. I know. You also have the meme where he is where where he is where they go, Leonard, he is in my spot in the Big Bang Theory. That's quite funny as well. There's also memes where if you're a Married with Children fan, where he is in bed with his gloves and his mask next to Peggy Bunny, and Peggy Bunny's hair is just all over the place. There's also a meme where he is in the Cosby house, right, from the Cosby Show. You remember the blue couch, and he's sitting there next to Rudy, just about being ready to get a lecture from Mama. Or how about the Korn album, where you have the swing set there, and Bernie is, well, on the swing. How about Bernie at a rock concert? How about OJ wearing Bernie's gloves? Well, how about Bernie in his chair and his jacket and his gloves and his mask in the middle of a beach? Well, how about Bernie in the middle of ice hockey rink in the middle of the goal net? Bernie everywhere. Or how about Bernie in a UFC octagon cage, which is pretty funny as well. Or Bernie, another one that's making the round, or Bernie with Jay and Silent Bob hanging out against the wall. Oh, the internet definitely won this past week. Well, how about Bernie hanging with a bunch of gangbangers on stoops in his gloves and his mask? Well, how about Bernie in from that what is it from The Hangover? Bernie and the guy with the beard and his sling set there, the little kid. That's funny as well. Uh, the internet has definitely won with these Bernie posts. More, more Bernie on the bank couch, uh, which is funny as well. So all types of funny on the internet. Hope you guys had a good week. I bid you adieu. Adios. Mahalo. Till we chat again, do hit the subscribe, the like button, the notification bell. And we will